Hi, I'm Brent. I'm 22, formerly 21, and in this video, I'll be talking you through my rankings for all the midfielders in Fantasy Premier League between 7.5 million and 8.5 million. So let's take you through it. At the bottom here in D tier, I've got Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Doku, just because just because sorry, excuse me, but just because like technically they're very good players that can be like very entertaining on the ball, but in Doku's case, since I'm a Man City fan, in Doku's case it's just that he's like his teammates never finish his chances, and he can get like two players on him anytime he's on the ball, so he doesn't see many returns. And with Wirtz, I don't know what's going on over there at Merseyside, but yeah, like I don't know, he just never like gets like returns. He go on a run where he gets like three or four returns in a space of like a few games, but it's just like very sporadic. This video could age terribly and he could go on to have a great season, but so far out of everyone on here, he's like one of the worst assets to own. Obviously, this isn't like a reflection of them as football players, but it's just like how good they are as FPL assets. Okay, next I've got Morgan Rogers, just because he was very good for Villa, if not like just like sporadic also. Like he's like when you own Rogers and he's on one of his runs, he can be like a fantastic asset. He was good for me last season. He'd score like bangers from like low XG shots, and yeah, it was just like a hard sell. And yeah, he can be a good asset, but with Chelsea, it's just like so many unknowns, like with Alonso's system and how they'll function, and obviously in terms of like fixtures, where is he? Yes, in terms of fixtures, he's got like Fulham, Brighton, and Arsenal, and Brentford away. So yeah, these can be like very like tricky defenses. So just for now, just because the unknowns are around him, he goes in C tier. Okay, next I had Declan Rice and Brian Mbumo. Now with Declan Rice, he can be like very dependable. I think 7.5 million, it's a bit steep price, but yeah, when it gets you his DEFCON, it's set pieces, it's just that he rarely like, I don't know, he just rarely goes on like these scoring runs. Like you're more likely to get a 4 point game out of him than like a 9 or like plus point game out of him. And yeah, that's just cause like he's a midfielder. He's not really charged with like assisting or creating or like goal scoring or anything like that. And yeah, he's like essentially like a very expensive high end DEFCON midfielder. And I never like spending more than 5.5 million for like DEFCON midfielders. And so with Mbumo, sorry, let me just zoom in here. With Mbumo, it's like, I don't know, he tailed off at the end of last season, and yeah, Carrick tended to prefer him, up front, to Cunha or Shesko. So he could have a good season, but at the moment, 8 million, he's just like, like in the middle out of everyone on here. Okay. So next I had Gibbs White, Semenyo, and Ryan Shirky. With Gibbs White, I like him a lot. I like his games. I think he'll do well under Glasner. Where's his fixtures? Okay. So yeah, he's got Leeds, Liverpool, Spurs, Villa, and Coventry. So the Liverpool game is going to be a low scoring game. I'm not really expecting much from that. But with like Leeds and Tottenham, those could turn out to be like really good games for him, just because we don't know what Spurs and De Zerbi are gonna look like defensively, and yeah, he's like very attacking. He has some set pieces, and he's like Forest's whole creative engine. So I like him a lot at 8 million. Next is Semenyo and Shirky. Now, I'm a Man City fan who rarely ever owns like other Man City assets outside of Haaland, but they were both like very good for me last season. And Semenyo is actually like the highest scoring like midfielder out of everyone on here from last season. So I like him a lot at 8.5 million, and I think he's like a different like he's charged with goal scoring, but in like a different way from Haaland. Whereas Haaland might like I don't know, it's hard for defenders to mark both him and Haaland at the same time. So if you have him in your team as a Haaland alternative, it's going to be a lot hard to live up to Haaland, but he's like, just like genuinely very good, and he offers you something like unique. Like, if he plays a game, like, and he doesn't score, you'd be disappointed, rather than thinking like that's the exception. So, next is Turkey, and yeah, Turkey was like phenomenal last year. He had this run where he was getting a goal or an assist every 90 minutes. And yeah, he was genuinely a set and forget. And I think like if he starts, he's like Man City's like the whole creative apparatus revolves around him if he starts. Maresca has said that Foden is a pillar. So it'll be interesting to see how his minutes are influenced by Phil Foden's. But I have genuine like hope for him, and yeah, he's like they're both going to A-list. And last is like Cunha. I genuinely believe Cunha is like the best like FPL asset on here, just because let me click out of this. Just because of his fixtures, he's got Hull, Ipswich, Everton, City, and Fulham. Now, those first two fixtures, they are phenomenal. And yeah, he just is someone who likes to take a shot. He's very creative. If United are having a bad game, he's someone that'll just like take a shot when no one expects him to and get you something. And yeah, he's like, I don't know, he's like, yeah, I just like he takes shots, he takes games by the scruff of the neck. I like him a lot. And for me, he's like the best FPL asset on here at 8 million. 8 million. So yeah, that's the list. Thank you for joining me and like hearing me out. Obviously, this could like age terribly because it's a new season and we never know what it's gonna be like. But yeah, that's my list, and yeah, thanks again.